Mine was like, he's the one of like, he opened the door for me. Like there's that one test
Really?
or that one sentence he'll say to me and I'll know he's the one because like only the one will know, you know? And then, of course, you know, he's the one who pineapples.
Welcome to the Real and Relatable podcast, where no topic is off limits. We're the girlfriends that keep it real and give you different perspectives, because we know one way isn't always the right way.
Hey guys, welcome to the Real and Relatable podcast. I'm LC. This is Dolce Vita.
I'm Ma.
And a big welcome back to our good friend AJ.
Hi. Thank you for inviting me back.
Yeah.
It was fun last time. Yeah. Excited to have you back.
Yes.
Thank you.
You provide such a fresh perspective, so.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
If not, this is the last time.
No, it will not be the last time. You guys comment on there how much you love her. But today's going to be an interesting topic. I wanted to talk a little bit about soulmates, the one, and how that impacts how we choose our partners. Have you guys ever been with someone where you really thought they were the one?
I thought my ex was a soulmate. I think I tried to make him into a soulmate.
We do that a lot, though.
I think I tried to make him into a soulmate, but I don't think he was. Because I ended. But it was the guy I met after that I thought was a soulmate, and potentially
After that too, right?
after my ex. So it's the one I met right after my ex.
Yeah.
I did think he was a soulmate. I don't know if potentially he could be, because we clicked really, really well. Everything just fell in line really easily.
Wow.
We spoke to each other very comfortably, like as if we'd known each other for years already. We had a lot of things in common.
Yeah.
Of course, we're not together, so I mean, but doesn't mean that your soulmate you have to be together with them.
Correct. Yeah.
But yeah, I do think potentially he could be a soulmate.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
How do you define soulmate for you?
I feel like it's instinctive. Like something about him is comfortable.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
home-like
Yeah.
and
Safe.
yeah. Although
That's how I describe soulmates too. You have many soulmates in your life, and they're just sort of like a part of that circle of comfort where you may have known each other in the past life or whatever. And it's just very comfortable because you've had a relationship with each other before. So it's easy to communicate. Everything seems to just gel.
When you guys talk like that, I'm not sure if I even met my soulmate then. I wonder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Any soulmates, like, what about friends?
Friends, I think I probably have kindred spirits. Like,
Yes.
I love Anna Green Gables. So when she introduced the whole kindred spirit vocabulary, I was like, oh yeah, that's
I have no idea who you're talking about. Yeah.
Even I don't. I don't know.
You guys, they gotta watch
Anna Green Gables, okay?
Yeah.
It's like the 1990 version or whatever.
Oh.
But Anna Green Gables is the one where like she actually,
It's a movie?
yeah, it's a show.
Oh, right. Okay,
Canadian
yes.
show.
Yes.
Series. It was a book, and then they made it into a show. Like
Yes.
aired it.
Yes.
Television. As a kid, I was growing up. She had this really great relationship with Diana, and she was like, "This is my kindred spirit." You know, like this is the person that knows me very well, in and out, comfortable, very safe.
Yeah.
And I feel like
that.
yeah, like I feel like the kindred spirit, it was kind of like a soulmate.
Yeah.
And so I felt like I think I've met friends that are soulmates.
Yeah.
You know, kindred spirits. But I don't know, like if I found like a soulmate
Okay.
for my relationships. If anything, I might have found twin flames. Like, have you guys heard about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you what I know
Yeah.
of twin flames. Twin flames are people that are pretty much exactly like you or like a part of you, but it's really you're put together for you to learn what you need to work on, because you really kind of see the negative things in them, but you're exactly like that. And the lesson is for you to work on those things.
Correct. Yeah. So they're basically kind of a person that is like, well, how would they best define it? As like a diamond and then the diamond sharpener, right? Or like, you know, it's kind of like that where it sharpens you to become a better person, to level up.
And usually it's a very, like, a little bit toxic relationship. Yeah, it really makes you think about who you are and
Exactly.
what,
Exactly. Yeah.
what you want in life. You know,
Interesting.
the person who you were trying to make into your soulmate might have been a twin flame.
Yeah. Am I a narcissist? Does that make me a narcissist? No, it does not. I'm just kidding.
Not at all.
Have you ever met someone where there's this instant connection and explosion of chemistry and connection, or butterflies they call it, or
I don't know. It was sizzled really fast.
Yes.
I think that's
Oh, yeah.
it started really fast and
Yes.
sizzled really fast.
I noticed that too.
Yeah, so I don't know if I really even put them down as such.
Yeah, I don't know. They're not soulmates, but I don't know what they are. Is my point. Like, what is this? Have you ever had that experience? Okay.
Yeah. I think maybe I'm confusing that experience with a soulmate.
Oh yeah, no, it dies really fast.
It did die fast.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It
Yeah.
started fast and ended fast.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and I'm like, I don't know what those are. Are they
Well, I
like?
thought that's kind of like the concept of the twin flame too. Is like it's you're learning, but then that person
But it's really fast.
fast and it comes in. Yeah, that's probably where the flame comes in, right?
Interesting.
Turns
Okay,
on.
so
I
maybe-
thought twin flames were also longer too, like it or longer, not just like months.
Yeah, it can be, but I think it also is
It can be short. too.
shorter because you can have a really like toxic relationship for 6-10 years,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
you know.
There's no timeline.
Yeah, there's no timeline, but you know, the twin flames is. I think that's the reason. It's like it goes really quick. It's really fast. It's always what it is.
That's so crazy.
And I feel like soulmates are what you guys were describing a little bit, which was calm, safe.
Yeah.
I'm in a really safe relationship now, and
Yeah.
like it's really calm and it's really nice, and I'm starting to go through a lot more like interpersonal and deeper feelings in my relationship. But I don't.
Oh, do you think he's a soulmate?
So when I was a freshman in high school, there was a teacher who was very candid about his relationship with his wife.
Oh,
And he told us
and this was
Warned us.
in what?
in ninth grade.
High
Nice.
Wow.
I know.
I hope not too candid. Okay.
Biology, you know, he was a fun professor. Instructor.
okay.
Basically, he was just talking about his wife, about how she has diabetes and now he has to deal with her. And he says that he doesn't believe in the concept of soulmates, and that soulmates are created and made. And that means that you have to find a person that you kind of connect with, and then you guys build it up, and then you become a soulmate, you know? So that's what he says. But he's like, but you can choose anyone. It doesn't have to be this one person, you know? Because he said it, he's like, so I didn't have to end up with my wife. Because I think he was dealing with her diabetes, and it was kind of challenging for him. And they weren't able to live life to the fullest, maybe. And so that was his telling us that you don't have to stick with this person. And soulmate is not a concept that is where it's the end all.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
And I don't believe it is the end all. I've realized that it can be short term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that this relationship that I'm in, it can turn into maybe a soulmate type of relationship. But I don't know if he was the pitter patter soulmate. I was like,
Well, they actually said that butterflies isn't a good thing. It's supposed to be like an allergic reaction.
anxiety. Yeah. Butterflies are anxiety.
I have never felt butterflies. Let me tell you a story. A girlfriend of mine, she was telling me that she met this guy, and she said they went on a date. Then they had their first kiss, and she was like, it was like shooting stars exploding like fireworks. And I was like, what the? Girl, you're lying. She was like, angels were singing.
This is not a Disney movie.
He was a real good kisser.
And I was just like, what? I've never felt that way. And then like I dated somebody and we met online.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, let's have like a Zoom call. Like I just want to, see if we connect. I think he was just making sure that I'm a real person,
Oh, yeah.
But as soon as the video turned on and we both saw each other, like that explosion happened.
Yeah, it's called a filter. Yeah.
Catfish. You've been catfish.
No, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm like so attracted to you. And it's like this feeling and all of this emotions, like I've never felt that way before.
Wow.
But it happened, but it died really quickly too. And it was super toxic.
Oh.
Can I ask how he made it die?
Huh?
Because you're going to blame the men.
What?
How did he make it die? Or
It
how
was
did
super
it
toxic.
die?
No, it was
Oh,
just super
toxic.
toxic.
Okay.
Super, like he's super impatient, super, it's a $24 salad guy.
Oh, okay.
It's
It's fine.
yeah.
We got nicknames for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody knows who we're talking about.
Yeah.
But we know who we're talking about. I think it's just really hot and cold, right? Like when it's great, it's like so great. But damn, when it's bad, it's like,
Yeah.
I just want to unalive you. You know?
Yeah.
I
And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's
you think
like
maybe
the
it's-
twin flame, like you said, where it's just like maybe he's got patterns that I have, right? And then the two just are colliding and not working together, you know?
Do you think sometimes that gets confused with sexual chemistry?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. I think so.
the way that you're talking about your friend talk about the fire explosion,
Yeah.
whatever.
Angels singing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to see angels singing.
I know. Like I haven't had a sexual awakening yet. And that's pretty. I'm pretty envious of that.
Me too.
That I was like, what? That's crazy. And then the fireworks for me, I was like, okay, that's interesting. But I think that one for sure was definitely like physical attraction.
Yeah.
Like I have never been physically attracted to any person this much. It was like,
Oh.
and then the guy that I'm seeing now, I actually had butterflies.
Oh,
Like
Okay.
anxiety.
walking, I don't know. No, it's like walking up the stairs and he like was like kind of standing against the wall waiting for me with his like coat on his arm. And then as soon as he saw me walking up the stairs and he like stood up and it was like all slow motion.
Oh my
And it was like a movie. It was like a romance movie to me.
Yeah.
And I looked up and I saw him and I had the butterflies and he was coming with his jacket and he had the smile on his face and it was like a romance movie.
Wow.
So I think I'm like, is this what they mean by love at first sight? Is this what does this mean? What is this feeling? And I don't even know if it's butterflies or what people call it butterflies, but I felt like happy and comfortable and excited and a little nervous. And I never feel nervous on a date or anything.
Yeah.
So it was like a weird feeling.
That sounds like butterflies. Yeah.
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 And I was like, is this love at first sight?
Wow.
But I initially was, I'm attracted to him too, but it was like such in a romantic, warm kind of way. It wasn't like an explosion and,
Maybe he's the one.
I don't know.
Could-
I don't know.
Wait, your friend that had that singing angels?
No, they didn't not last.
Oh, they didn't.
No. So that was also more like you said, sexual attraction, physical attraction.
Okay.
Twin flamey.
Dang, I never kissed somebody there. I saw angels singing.
You're missing out.
I know, for real.
Yeah, you got to do that 14 days I told you to do.
God, that's one too many frogs to be kissing.
I told her the ratio to find someone where you both have that connection is like 1 in 14
Oh.
dates.
Okay. Now you got it, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta do
she's tested that theory.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully he's the one, but I'll let you guys know. I don't know. Life is hard.
Feel like he's the one? Do you have like
I don't want to say
Oh.
because I'm scared. I don't know.
you're like I don't want to say just
Are
in
you
case
like
he is.
drawn to him? Like
Yes.
every moment? You're just
Yeah, I am.
wow.
Feel warm and fuzzy inside.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, see,
Maybe.
maybe.
I do. I don't know.
He
We'll
is
see.
the one.
I don't know. We'll
So
see.
what is the one? How do you get?
Yeah, right. What is the one?
I don't know. I never met the one, so I think mine is just imaginary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, does the idea of the one make women delusional or make us just
Hold
do
out.
crazy things or hold out or like, get crazy attached? Like, are we,
Like unrealistic.
unrealistic?
Oh,
Do men even have this concept of the one? They do, right?
I think so.
I think they have a version of it. I don't think they call
Yeah.
it the one. I think for them it's more like I just know. Like I just know that I want to marry her. I just know that I want to date her. So
I wonder how they know.
I equate that to the one. Like
Yeah.
that's how you know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching like a viral conversation about the guy who was talking about the one or soulmates, and he said that usually women are pretty unrealistic because what you're doing is you meet this guy and then you try to have him fit in your mold and what you want,
Yeah.
and then he becomes the one for you. But like for men, they typically put the woman through like maybe a series of things, and then they say, okay, when I make the decision she's the one, then I'm gonna be fully in it, and I'm gonna, it has to be some certain criteria,
Yeah.
logically. So I feel like men might be a little bit more logical, while
Yeah.
we're not really logical. But I don't know, ladies. I don't,
Yeah. Well, what do you think the one is in?
I don't know. I don't have See, I just thought that the one was one day you meet them and magically it just works.
Yeah.
I agree. I felt
Right?
that way too. I
But-
really did.
But you know what? When I was younger, every guy I dated, I was hoping would be the one.
Oh,
Yes.
Right?
That too.
Do you
That-
guys do that?
Yeah. Each
Like
one I
every
met-
guy, like each one I dated, each one I met, I'm like, oh God, I hope that they're the one. But I have no idea what the one is. But now that I'm older, I don't know if I have become disenchanted by that idea. And now I'm like, there isn't the one. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work out. I don't know if they're the one. Like, we'll see, you know? But when I was younger, every guy that I had a crush on, that I went on a date on, I'm like, oh, well, I hope they're the one.
Mine was pretty even more sillier than that. Mine was like, he's the one of like, he opened the door for me. Like, there's that one test. Or like, or that one sentence he'll say to me, and I'll know he's the one because like only the one will know, you know. And then, of course, you know, he's the one who
pineapples.
Yeah, exactly. That's the code word, right? Like maybe he'll just say pineapples, and I'll be like, he's the one, and then it's like really toxic, and I was like, no, he wasn't the one, you know. So like, I feel like it when I was younger, it was very silly to talk about the one, and then you know the reason why I bring up my biology teacher back in 9th grade is because now that I'm older and now I've been in a lot more relationships, I realized, oh, it is probably really true what he says. It's a series of people you're gonna meet, and the one who decides to be the one is the one that you start working out with, and the one that you decide to choose, and
You work through
that you work
through life
through it.
with. Mhm.
Exactly. It's not just one secret word, pineapples. And then I'm like, oh yes, that's the code word that, you know, heaven dropped that on me.
You have found me.
Yes, you know. I mean, there was even a time when it was like, I was in such bad relationships that I was like, I think the one died. At one point, I was like, I think he was like, he went into a car accident, or like, I don't know, like maybe he was running and a car hit him. I think my one died. Like, I'm gonna be alone forever, you know.
Oh my God.
So that was kind of pretty sad for me too, you know, for a little bit. But
You
that's not the case. It's not the case, guys.
You're in a great stable relationship now. You're working on
Exactly. Yeah.
it becoming the one, the soulmate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think mine was just more, I was just hoping that he's the one.
Yeah.
So I can just stop looking.
Yeah.
Like you know,
You're exhausted,
yeah.
girl.
I don't want to look anymore. Okay. I don't want to date. I'm getting old. Just be the one and be the one. Okay.
Word.
Yeah.
I don't know that was the one. It didn't work for me, but it might work for you.
So, do you think that women's expectations for the one is too high then?
I think so. I think definitely Disney has definitely.
Hey, you leave Disney alone. What did Disney do to you?
I love Disney, by the way. I'm not gonna say.
Prince, come
Yeah.
to save you.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
like
White horse.
I mean, after they get married, how does life begin? You know, with the couple, and you think that he's gonna be this white and shiny armor,
Yeah.
but he's not.
Yeah.
You know,
He's just a human.
he's just a human who has baggage.
Yeah.
Has trauma
Emotions,
too.
trauma.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he's got quirks too, and you got to get over those quirks. You know, like so you got to live through that. You know, I mean, I don't know if Cinderella ever saw her prince, you know, trip and fall, like
Or take a shit.
yeah, or the horse kick him off, off of him. You know, like you can see funny accidents like that. You know, I think watching things like that.
Yeah.
You know? Or even romantic comedies or romance movies
Yeah.
or books, you know,
Yeah.
because
Because everybody wants the meet cute, right?
Yeah.
You guys heard of that? Like
What's that?
meet cute.
No, I don't know what that is.
Like, you know how everyone always has a cute story about how they met, and it's very like, you know, like, oh, I was in the grocery store, I was reaching for this, and it almost fell on me. He caught it, and that's in that moment. You know, like they always want to meet cute. You know, I wanted to meet cute too. Okay,
yeah.
knowing my luck, it's probably gonna be like something ridiculous.
I don't know. I feel like I'm awkward and I will always miss those opportunities. There was this guy.
You would catch it. You would catch it.
I'd be like, what are you trying to do? Stop. Like,
Got
you go
it.
get your own. Okay. And that's probably what I would do. Yeah. I think there was a guy who was trying to hit on me one day at the grocery store too. It was like a few years back, and I was single, and he was, hey, don't I know you? Aren't you like, don't you work in my company? I looked at him like, why are you approaching me? And I was like, no, I don't work at you. I don't know you. And I walked away. And then only moments later did I go, oh, maybe
Maybe
he's
he was.
hitting on me.
Yeah.
You know, he looked like he was kind of interested, but I was like off guard.
Yeah.
Go away, creeper.
Yeah, exactly. So did I miss the one?
Oh my God, yeah.
You sure did. You sure did. That was the one.
Yeah.
That was the one.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, everyone wants that meet cute, but in reality, that's not always gonna happen, right? You're never always gonna meet them in such a cute way. It's gonna be in the most random point of your life ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
I agree.
What about like bringing it back to reality? Like when you're with someone or even married now with a husband, like how is the one supposed to behave once you have them in a relationship? What's their role?
Like if
know?
this is the perfect
Yeah,
one.
perfect one. Like how do you want them to behave? And are women
They would read my mind. I mean, I think that's how it is with all women who marry and they have their husbands. Is like, I want him to know when to do the dishes.
Yeah.
I want him to know when he needs to throw the trash away.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the one is.
Yeah, right.
Okay, that's delusional. Unrealistic
And that's my point. That's my point. We all are thinking the one soulmate, this and that, but in reality, we need him to do all these things. So are these ideas actually, working together?
Yeah.
so funny. I never thought about the one beyond getting together.
Yeah.
After we got together, I just assumed that's it.
Yeah. What happens
yeah,
after you find the one and you're living together or dating or,
He's no longer the one.
Yeah.
He never puts the toilet
Yes,
paper.
exactly. I was going to say, never put the toilet seat down.
Shrek. He's Shrek at the after the prince. It's really Shrek.
Yeah.
It has messed up some women's, perspective of what kind of man they want. Because, some people are like, oh, he's not the one. So they'll like brush him by. Like, no, and I'm not going to date him because he's not the one. I don't feel it, so he's not the one,
Yeah.
And they miss out on these great opportunities. I say that because that's probably me. I'm like, no, I don't feel it here. So I just assume he's not the one. Next. And yeah, that does distort my perception of.
Yeah, I mean, like, what if the one kept on giving you butterflies 24/7? Right? Like, I would die. All that energy, all that feeling anxiety and emotions in my body, I would die physically, Like, what if the one did give you those feelings?
Oh my
every
God.
day, right?
Yeah, imagine that.
I would not be able to sleep. They'd be like, so I'm down with calm. I'm down with,
I've never really had butterflies with a guy,
God.
I mean, the only time I had butterflies is because I need to go to number 2. That's it. That has nothing to do with relationships.
I've never had it until now, so I don't know. Yeah. Give me like a definition of your ideal man then. And we're going to wrap it up after that. Like, since we don't know what the one is and we can't define it, like what is the ideal man for you?
Well,
Not describing your current partner, but like what would be your ideal?
I would say ideal, probably someone with a provider mindset and someone who is kind. I think those are probably the top.
What's a provider mindset?
Someone who wants to take care of you financially, emotionally, mentally, physically. Like not just someone who's like, oh, you figure it out, you do it. Like that's your job,
Yeah.
Like I want you to take care of me,
Yeah. Not that you're not going to contribute to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because if you take care of me, I'm going to take care of you
Yeah.
too, It's just, I don't want you to be like, no, you just take care of me.
Yeah, right. I don't want you sitting on the couch being a couch potato and me doing everything. And
I don't need you. I don't need you on your computer playing World of Warcraft 24/7.
You're wanting a giver. A giver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
AJ?
think definitely someone kind, patient. Definitely.
Yep.
I'm a little hot-headed, so
Really?
yeah. Some things I'm pretty short-tempered about, and I think I need someone who's going to be a little patient.
Yeah.
Willing to explain things a little bit for me.
Yeah.
As long as he's like ambitious in regards to like he's working or he's like ambitious about like life or just growth-minded, right? Just like really growth-minded, forward-minded thinking. And as long as he's calm and patient, I think that those are really good qualities to look for in a partner.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you guys are saying. The new thing on my list is someone who knows how to balance everything in their life. Someone who just has the ability to juggle all the stressors. Because I think as we get older, there are a lot more things that we have to deal with. You know, the mortgage, the car, the kids, the business, the work, whatever. And I need them to be able to juggle all those things, and including me, making sure that I'm being taken care of in the ways that you guys said. So that's a new one that has been on my list.
I feel like kind is on everyone's list, but people mistake. We don't want the nice guy.
No,
we want the kind guy, right?
Yes.
The one that does things because they want to, not because they're gonna get something out of it. You know, they do it because, hey, I just want to do this for you.
Yeah.
That's a kind person. A nice person is like, I'm gonna do this for you, hoping that you'll sleep with me or hoping that you'll date me. Those are the fake nice guys. Yeah.
Fake nice, yeah. All right, girls. Thank you so much for coming on and chatting about this. This is kind of weird subject, but fun. Until next time, see you guys.
Bye.